What's up, everybody? This is your boy Hill Carmichael, and welcome to another installment of Hill Thoughts. And this topic I'm going to talk about is pro wrestling. And as you can see, yes, I'm talking about if TKO is bringing Killer Cam to WWE. Now, this has been going on for almost like a week now since WrestleMania has been come and go. But if you're a fan of Cameron and if you're a big fan of It Is What It Is, then you should know what's going on. If not, let me break it down. During the week of WrestleMania, Jey Uso came to Cameron's show. It is what it is. It's a sports show. If you don't know what it is, you can check it out on YouTube or Spotify. It's there. So pretty much Cameron and Jey Uso had a little bit, back and forth. Cameron threw a little bit of shots at Jey Uso, called him a Saturday night main event, nigga. He wants Sunday main event. Jey Uso pop off and pretty much give Cameron a skibbity pap. So after that, the next day, Cameron, he gonna say he gonna be at WrestleMania on Saturday. He gonna show up, but he didn't. So fast forward a week after Mania, Cameron gave a little promo, say he gonna see the Usos at SummerSlam. Him and Mace or him and Freaky Zeke, one of the members. In the beginning of it, I thought it was a great idea because it'd give off Andy Kaufman and Jerry King Lawler vibe. I would say it give off Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow, if you know, you know. And it would be much better than Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville. All three of them got a comment is celebrities versus wrestler. In this case, it's very different. It's a hip hop artist, a legend, versus Jey Uso. And now we may see the Uso may get involved. And in a pro wrestling eyes, it sounds good on paper, but in reality of it, not too many people know who's Killer Cam is, who Cameron is, unless you're a hip hop fan from day one. And I've seen it. I've seen people say who's Cameron, who what. I know Cameron got a show. It will lead to problem, and it will turn the fans off. Now, me being a Dipset fan, this is pretty good. I would love to see this happen because I said this in the other show. You realize if you put Cameron in a wrestling match, more likely he'll be in the Hall of Fame down the road, just like Snoop Dogg, just like Pete Rose, Drew Carey, Andy Kaufman, the one who started us all the people who step foot in the ring will become the Hall of Fame, including Jelly Roll down the road. Bars. But with this situation, to be real with you, realistically, in a WWE universe, you will find like 22% who is a fan of hip hop. The rest don't even know who Cameron is or don't even listen to hip hop. Now, if they would have done this with Fourth Row or House of Glory or AEW, I feel like it would translate better. Or even with TNA, it would translate a little bit better. But if Cameron would do it with the Fourth Row roster, you will attract more hip hop fans more than you attract the WWE fans or purist fan. But what this situation is, TKO control everything. They control the creative side. And that's the most crazy part about this whole situation because I thought that Triple H and WWE handled the creative side, handled the sports entertainment, and TKO handled the promotions, handled the business side of it. But I never expect TKO control the whole thing. It reminded me of when AOL and WCW. When I say that, think back when Goldberg don't want to get Triple. Excuse me. When Goldberg didn't get Scott Steiner over, and got so bad that Eric Bischoff and the people have to ask AOL to step in to force Goldberg to take an L to Scott Steiner. It's well documented. It's the truth. So I feel like in this situation, we will see Cameron step foot in the ring against the Usos. Now we will see Mace in it. I highly doubt it. Freaky Zeke. I feel like Freak Ezekiel will step in because he's a wild guy and the Dipset. If you're a big fan of the Diplomat from day one, from the mixtape to Rockefeller to now, I could see him step foot in it. But Mace, he's more of a manager guy. He's more like, you know, standing in the spotlight. But Cameron, I could see him doing that. And not only that, Cameron's an actor. And plus, seeing Cameron take that, bump like that, I feel like he can do it. Now, with TKO involved, they're gonna pull the trigger. Now, Cameron did say he want to face. They want to see him and Usos at SummerSlam, in which I think that's what they're gonna do, and it's gonna happen. Now, what really messed it up? Let's take it back to WrestleMania when all of them took a picture. Now, I don't know if they took the picture before the whole thing or after. Because if they did it before, then okay, the kayfabe is somewhere alive-ish. But they did that after, then it's kind of like, oof, that will be a good clip for season 5 for Unreal or season 6 between the timeline. But in my opinion, I feel like TKO was going to cash it in and milk it in. Now, are they going to turn the fans away? Yes, because the fans didn't like the overload of the celebrities in WrestleMania. One or two is fine because WrestleMania, we don't mind seeing being the crowd or be like a special ring announcer or even make a special appearance, be it a host or even be a announcer like a guest announcer. We okay as long as they don't step foot in the ring unless it's a one off. Big prime example, Bad Bunny. Nobody complained about Bad Bunny step foot in the ring because he did a phenomenal job in the ring, not once but twice. Once at WrestleMania and one at Backlash in Puerto Rico, in which that's one of the best celeb match I've seen. But on the flip side, Dennis Rodman. It was an okay match, okay wrestler, but that was WCW. Nobody want to see David Arquette. However, the way this shit look, we may see that. Now I understand that Cameron want to see them at SummerSlam, but TKO may have a different idea to build this up. And I have the biggest idea in which I give it 5% that ever happened. I got a feeling that Cameron is going to interfere and cost Uso a match or something crazier because it is TKO. I got a strange feeling if they're going to do this, it's going to turn the fans away. I got a feeling that Cameron will interfere in the Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, I don't expect them to climb up and grab the briefcase and he become the winner, in which we've seen it with Brock Lesnar. But if TKO will do something crazy like that, it will be the most talked about shit throughout the whole summer. Because that's what TKO is looking for. Something to talk about. Because we all know that AEW is giving belts to ass the whole entire time. And let's not forget, WrestleMania Night 2 just saved Mania. And that's the reason why I call it Redeem Mania. But overall, the whole situation, um, I wouldn't mind see Cameron because, like I said, I'm a big Dipset fan from day one. Big fan of Cameron, Jarrell, Jim Jones, Freaky Ziggy, 40 Cal, J.R. Ryder, SES. As you can tell, I'm a big Dipset fan. But to see him step foot in WWE, we don't know how the fans react. I know wrestler, they will enjoy it because it bring more eyes, bring more money. But in my own opinion, I feel like it is an entertaining idea. It would split, it would divide the fans. Is this match gonna be entertaining? Of course. Will it take place in SummerSlam? More likely. If they do this, it is gonna remind me of Bash at the Beach. That's where I get the idea from. This is what the feel and the vibe from. So with that, I feel like they're gonna pull the trigger. And once that shit's over, we will see more Cameron merch, him being a WWE 2K, and not only that, likely a Hall of Fame. That's reality of it. I know it's a sound shitty, but just like the show said, it is what it is. But yeah, but that's my thoughts of it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Give me your thoughts about it. Leave a comment. Also, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel, drop some coins into my Cash App. I highly appreciate it. Till then, I'll see you guys next time of another installment of Heel Thoughts. I'm your boy, Heel Carmichael. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.